Morning, everyone. Jack McGrath with NakedTrader.com. Well, it's first Friday of the month in August, and we get the non-farm payrolls to look at today. In the marketplace, I think, is a grim view of the status of jobs in the U.S., so that's the expectation. We'll see if we can get anything a little bit better to get this market to follow through on the downside. Yesterday we met the reversal objectives first thing in the morning, and then we saw buyers. I think what happened was people shorted the market early on in the session and then ended up stopping themselves out by the end of the day. The close in red SEP was fairly firm. We did see that was the trade of the day. I think the red packs traded over 18,000. We saw a good sized buyer in the reds yesterday from +3 up to +6, I believe. So total volume there of over 18,000, which is good size volume for the red pack. So that might have added to the trade up yesterday. It was, like I said, red SEP decent close, but 30's the high. We had 28.5 is an old area. 28 met George's objective off the fifth wave up, so we'll be keeping an eye on those areas today. 30, 29, 29.5, 30 area. We start to take that out. You're looking for more upside in red SEP. 39.5 is have a measuring objective up there, so I'm not really bullish the front end of the euro dollars. One thing that really bugs me about these dollars is we have RSI's divergences, which tend to and what that means is where we're making new contract highs, your RSIs are not making new highs, which is a negative signal for the euro dollar. So I want to keep an eye on that, see what happens. Level today in the red SEP 23.5 is the pivot. 23 was last night's low. We had 22.5 as an area yesterday, so that's where we need to get below first off. And then you're looking for a trade back down to that 18, yesterday's low. We had 17.5 as support. Really like to see closes below 17 today, or closes above 30 today, if we're going to get any indication of which direction's next. We've seen open interest declining, so that adds to it. The reversal worked very well, but it was just for a short-term trade. That's all you're looking for, objectives off of those to be met as the lower lows from the previous session. So that's it for that. S&Ps, they're looking good this morning. Keep an eye on this 2650 level, 2950 old high, 3261.8, a retracement of the off the weekly. I would take a shot at selling those levels for a trade, and then buying the dips back. Yesterday's low should be pretty good support, 1550. If we start to take that out, look for a trade back down to the 200-day moving average. 05 area to 02 should be the next area of support. We start to take out that 32 level, close above there, look for another leg up. They could run these S&Ps up 40 handles, no problem. But I'd lean on this resistance here. D's 50, front D's euro dollars, 55 is your pivot today. March is 48, June's 38. Like I said, red SEP 23.5. 10-year note, your pivot's 123.26. 30.5 is going to be your first level, and then we had 01.5 as a high yesterday. Look for 05 to 08.5 was the high of the move. 08.5. Keep an eye on that. On the downside, 16, 12.5, 13, and then below there around the 02.5 to 01 will be pretty good support. That's about it. Dee's was looking at this Dee's 92.5 put spread. You got over 4 months of time left, and you're only 5 ticks out of the money of your first strike. It settled at 3 1/4. Seems pretty reasonable to me with that, given that much time. That just shows you how much people are looking for this LIBOR to continue to come in below 0.40. So I think that's your indicator. Any increase in LIBOR would be maybe where that breaks this market down again. Right now it came in again overnight. We're 0.41, a little bit over 0.41. 0.40 is the level we've been talking about for a while, so keep an eye on that. But still like the time on that D-split spread and not that far out of the money. So keep an eye on that trade. It's a lot of time for that thing to be trading, so I think it's cheap actually. 3 1/4 settle, so keep an eye on that today. And this is Jack McGrath with NakedTrader.com. Have a nice weekend. Thank you.